Hello, viewer. Welcome once again to Youth County Projects Kenya, Facebook and YouTube channel that seeks now to network youth from the 47 counties with like-minded organizations, so that they can be able now to so that even people can get to know about the projects that they are doing and the opportunities that are there in the various counties here in Kenya. So before we start, I'd like to first of all thank PKM Studios for providing the lighting for this show. So we want to say thank you for that, and thank you for coming through. So now we have Cyril on board. Cyril is the founder of the smallest library in Africa, and he's going to share with us more about how he started and where they are now. So, welcome to the studio, Cyril. Hi, Cyril.
Hi. Hey, that was
How
that
are
was an
you?
awesome. I'm good. Nice to see you.
Yes. Nice to see you too.
Yeah.
Kindly introduce yourself to the viewer so that they can get to learn more about you.
Yeah. Thank you, Violet. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you've heard, I'm Cyril Pitotino, and I'm a social activist in the areas of education, human rights, and governance. I'm also the founder of the smallest library in Africa, which has become an household movement that promotes literacy in informal settlements of Nairobi, and also gone beyond through partnership with like-minded organizations to create resource centers or libraries in remote areas of Samburu, the sites of Samburu and Turkana also. So, and also currently I'm the coordinating program manager for Youth Capacity Inventory Kenya, which is an initiative that tries to build the capacity of young people in terms of jobs creation, in terms of capacity building in the areas of skills, upscaling, and so on and so forth. So, and I'm looking forward to sharing more of the 6 years of experience I've had in the community development work. So, asante sana.
Karibu. So your journey started with the smallest library in Africa. That was your first project. Kindly tell us the reason why you started the smallest library in Africa and where is it situated?
Yeah. Basically, I've been born and raised in an informal settlement that is called Mugure Slum, which is part of Roraka constituency. And so, growing up, we had the experience I've had growing up, like really shaped what I'm doing today. And one of the gaps in the community was lack of a library space or a conducive learning environment. And so, growing up, going to school, I've gone to some of the schools around, which is near my community, that is Chandaria Primary School. Then I went to Roraka High School, which is just near again my community. And then I went to college, and then I did community development diploma level. Then because I've always believed that there has always been that desire for me to be part of the change process or the change movement, and like I never thought that I'll start with the library, but one of the immediate need that came into my mind was the struggle that we used to go through in terms of um, accessing a conducive learning space, because again our household, actually, we used to share one room with the entire family, and so it was always difficult for you to just have that moment of doing your assignment and so on and so forth. Sorry. Secondly, also for the schools, actually I've gone to a public school, And so if you weigh the ratio of the we always had like not enough learning or reading material, that is books. So we used to share books. One book you can share maybe among four of you. So it was always difficult to do assignments. So that is some of the struggles that I went through, and also the generation behind me has been going through before we started the smallest library in Africa. So when I finished college, actually it was a scholarship opportunity. So I decided, you know what, let me go back to my community and like do a foundation, throw the first stone, and the first stone actually was basically starting the smallest library in Africa. Yeah.
All right, all right. And what's the progress so far with regard to the smallest library in Africa?
So we started in 2014 as an open air space because again, fresh from college, you didn't have money, you didn't have resources. But I think I've learned that our biggest resources are will actually. It's not even whatever we don't have, but it's our will to make a difference. And once there is a will, there's always a way. And so we started in 2014 as a very in an open air space. We used to accommodate 12 children at a go, and so we transitioned in 2017 into a permanent space. But again, we had issues of funding. Then we in 2019 we had to be we relocated to a tent, and then in 2019, fast forward in 2020 this year, actually we got some into some partnership. Then we started another center that is now in the same community. And so today we are running, because of corona again, we are running a project called Transformer Project. That basically what we are trying to do is to ensure that every kid in our community actually are able to access online classes, which has been the normal trend that has been introduced by the situation of COVID-19. And then I remember that based on I think this project was basically came with us observing that one, the community that we are in, based on the high poverty levels, the community that we are in, they couldn't afford this learning equipment or online digital equipment that are needed for classes. And so there's always been that challenge. And so even there was a research done by Usawa Agenda, and actually the finding was really saddening because it's a research that was really trying to look at the learning scale of our country in the 47 counties in terms of the online classes. And the research was saying that 82% of children actually across the country were not continuing with their learning because in one way or the other their homes or their schools did not have the critical equipment or digital equipment to continue with their online classes. Yeah, and that is where we are. So based on the Tunasoma project, we have been offering 2 hours of learning to children every day, because we have mapped them into different clusters or cohort. And so we have, like, if you are in class 5, you come from 7, you have like 2 hours of learning. You have a particular subject, and we connect you. We give you the tablets, we give you laptops. And so it's been a great experience also for the children. Basically, for most of them, actually, they've never learned using these gadgets. They only see them on TV or even in movies, but now they can be able to do that. So basically, that's where we are at the moment. And so we are coming up with bigger strategies, because also we are looking beyond COVID. Because again, remember, children are going back to classes in January, which is a good thing. And so basically in December we are planning to start to introduce coding classes, basic computer literacy programs here. So we are trying to use technology to advance. Yes, we're trying to see how we can use technology to advance education and also livelihoods also. Yeah.
Oh, great, great, great. And congratulations for the awesome work you've done so far.
Thank you.
Um, so I have another question for you. Um, even during this time of Corona, of COVID-19, you have not only been providing education to the less vulnerable, but you've also been donating food. Kindly share with us about the aspect of even distributing food. Why did you decide that not only will you be offering education now to lower classes, but you'll also be providing food for them?
So basically, what happened is when actually Corona struck, and we had those government measures in terms of people were being restricted from going to work and so on and so forth. The biggest brand of these directives were the people in the bottom line, in the bottom of the poverty pyramid. And so, what actually, from our own perspective, we realized that the families, because majority of families where we are based in, they earn less than $1 a day. That's about less than 100 shillings a day. And so based on the restriction, not only the parents but the children, mostly they are the ones uh, who are who are experiencing this hardship. Two, schools also used to be a very good platform where children can get their lunch, because we had this uh, um, uh, government schools which had like the feeding programs. And so this was like unlikely because now the schools were closed. So that burden again came to parents. So we realized that one, some children were going hungry because of the inability of their parents to meet those needs. So what we decided, because based on the small funding that we had and based on the small networks and friends that we had, we decided to do to map out these houses or households that were really in dire need of food support. So basically, we started by distributing flour or maize flour, and because maize is one of the most consumed commodities in these areas, so we did 190 kilos, and then some few friends, other organization came on board. The first support we did, we supported 190, we supported 100 families with food. That was basically maize flour. We had cooking oil. We had rice and then we had sugar also. So that was one level of that. Then the good thing is we got friends on board who were like every week we could support 20 families with a budget of 450. So a budget of 450 will go to like buy the commodities that I've just mentioned. And so every week we would alternate. If family A got was part of the 20 beneficiaries, next week we'll have another 20. And so this actually kept these families that were in the verge of collapsing because of that pressure to actually sustain themselves during that period. And so that was one level of support. Two, we partnered with an initiative called Gawa actually, and they were distributing nutritious meals to about every day they were distributing 200 nutritious meals. Sorry, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So they were distributing nutritious meals. These were nicely cooked rice and beans, and sometimes grilled drums, and then also they will distribute banana and pastries. And so these were very it will actually meet that gap of which schools actually used to used to meet actually. And so that was a very positive thing actually. And so we at the moment we are still supporting where we can, because again now some of the directives have been lifted by the government, and some of these families, they have gotten their way to go to work and so on and so forth. And so yeah, so we thank God for that period, and it was a great experience.
All right, all right. Um, Kindly name like the partners who have supported you with regard now to the education, providing education for the less vulnerable as well as food.
Yeah. Before I mention them, apart from just library, I just want to mention some of the programs that we do, because we realized that the library was just a platform for us to meet or to be introduced to some of the needs in the community. So, one, apart from books, we provide scholarship to very needy children in the community, because again, there's been that intergenerational cycle of poverty. And one of the remedies or one of the ways that we realize that we can do that is by ensuring that every child who has the potential in performing better has gone to school and is able to even advance from primary to secondary, from secondary to tertiary. As we speak, we have two that we've supported from those two levels, and we are happy that now they are into they're doing degrees in University of Nairobi. One is in the University of Nairobi doing Bachelor of Arts, and another one is in University of Chuka, I think. I'm not sure, but I'll look for that. He's doing is into medicine, and that is what we basically do. We also do mentorship, especially because mentorship is one of the gap that we're trying to or one of the platforms that we're trying to use to ensure that especially girls and even boys, they don't indulge in other vices like drug abuse and other things like pregnancies. So those are some of the things that we're trying to do. Back to the people that have supported us, we one of the our strong partners is Together for Better Foundation. Together for Better Foundation, what they do is they are into advancing the women space and advancing the women and girls welfare. And one of the majorly is in the menstrual health. And what they do is one through our partnership, we've been able to distribute reusable pads to over 200 uh, adolescent girls and also women also. And remember, this package, whatever they're given, can take them for like more than 2 years, I guess. So this is a good step in ensuring that girls and women regain their dignity when it comes to menstrual health issues, and also the education in terms of menstrual management is really key. So that is where Together for Better comes in. Currently, we are partnering with Charity Connect, which is an online fundraising platform that connects different initiatives to potential donors. And so what we are doing is we through their partnership, we've been able to refurbish our space. To very soon we'll be starting a sustainable project by starting or establishing a cyber cafe, and this will be really instrumental in ensuring that we sustain our non-profit initiatives going forward. Another partner we've gotten on board is Nikuze Africa. It's also a film and photography organization that trains young people in the film and photography industry. And they have been also with us when it comes to part of the distribution of food. Also, they have supported us in terms of the online classes that we are having actually, because again, they started this awesome initiative whereby they have been hosting teachers, qualified teachers, to go and teach at their studios, and they can stream. They've been streaming these lessons live, and also they have been recording them. So basically, at Tunasoma, when part of the learning platform that we have been using when children come to learn at our space, is that we've been just we've been logging into their platform, and we've been accessing these lessons, and so it's for me it's been a great journey. And also, without forgetting, we've had Plascon Kenya. Plascon Kenya is a painting company. Actually, they've helped us paint our space, and so it's also a very it's also like fruitful partnership. And so we are looking forward to many partnership going forward, because again, partnership is a great opportunity to as an organization to learn and also to do even more, because there is power in unity. Yeah.
All right. So, kindly share with us the doors that your initiative, the smallest library in Africa, has opened for you.
One is the first door that actually my community work has done is it has introduced me to the community, the needs in my community, and also it has introduced me to the power of taking responsibility as a person, because that's where change lies. By us, first as individual asking ourselves, there is this problem, how can we, or how can I so be part and parcel of the solution? And so that opportunity of being in a position of one, inspiring my community by inspiring them in terms of them realizing that we can actually be that change that we've been hoping for many years. That was one of the opportunity that my community work has provided to the people that I work also with in the community, the young men and women who have come out and being part. They've decided to be part and parcel of what we're trying to do, has been really instrumental, has been really key. And one of the great lessons that I've come to learn is when with young people is that young people are ready to offer themselves. They are ready to give to give to their communities only if there are enough or platform to do so. Another opportunity that whatever I've done or I'm doing as open is different leadership training programs that have been part and parcel of. And I'll just mention briefly is one, a political leadership and governance alumni program. And this is just by me attending this program, it was an eye opener when it comes to the areas of politics and how getting people, the right people in the areas of leadership, can be really instrumental in changing the face of Africa. And also like having an active citizenry, people who put their government or their leaders into accountable, is really key in terms of advancing change in our communities. And that brings in the issues of good governance. And that was one opportunity that really changed how I see politics and how I see governance process. Another opportunity, training opportunity that have been part and parcel was Young African Leadership Initiative, East Africa program. And this is a 30 days residence program at Kenyatta University. It is a program by Barack Obama, the former president of United States of America. And this was a great opportunity because one, I was able to because one, it brings different young leaders who are doing awesome or amazing work in their communities, from the entrepreneurship side, civic side, and even public service side. And what this gave me as a leader was one, it opened my mind in terms of, and I came to realize that Africa, as much as we are in different countries, Africa, we are both facing the same challenges. And it's really important to ensure that whatever that I'm doing in for example, my country here in Kenya, is being done in Tanzania. Because when we do that, then we are able to push Africa to the levels of development that is needed. And that was a very awesome opportunity. Another opportunity that has opened up is the network that I've sorry, the network that and the people that have been connected to. These are people that I never knew when I was growing up. Neither did I know that I'll meet very amazing people, young people, both young and old people, and both young and old people who are really into they have the desire of changing their communities. And sometimes they have acted as a support team, they have acted as my mentors, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so we have had so many opportunities for the past 6 years, and I can't, if I can name them one by one, then we will spend the rest of our day here. Yeah.
Indeed. We'll spend the rest of the day here. So, Cyrus, you're coming to the end of the show. So maybe there's a youth somewhere who maybe has given up on life, and maybe they are seeing problems around their community, and they don't know what to do. What message do you have for them?
I think one is what if you look at Africa, even in terms of its population, young people are make up the 75 about 75% sorry of Africa, and I can strongly say that the future of Africa belongs is in the shoulders of young people. And I know for a very long time, we as young people, we have been hopeless because we feel inside ourselves that we don't have the right experience, we don't have the right resources or the capital to to be part and parcel of change that we want. And so we have been like spectators when it comes to the development of our own house or of our own continent. And so my message to young people is change change doesn't come easily. And what we have to do is one, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to have a mind shift when it comes to how we view problems. And so the many problems that are in Africa today, there are enormous opportunities for us to innovate and to reimagine the Africa that we need. For example, I'll tell you one thing. When we started the smallest library in Africa, I always felt inadequate because one, I was fresh from college. Two, I didn't have money, and three, I felt like I didn't have the experience to run such a project. And so um, one thing I remember when we started, one of our lecturers once told us that there is no community that lack resources to develop itself, and that has always stuck with me. And so when we started with one bench, we started with one table, and we started with a rechargeable light. The cost of us starting that library was $1. Actually, it was 100 bob. And so what that does is when we started, people started um, people started wanted to be part and parcel of what we were trying to do. And so it's the same to a young person who has given up out there. When there's nothing that you'll gain when you give up on yourself or on your community, but there's so much to gain when you stand up and be counted. And so when you start with what you have, the neighbor will see what you're trying to do, and he'll give you a helping hand. The next neighbor will do the same, they'll give you a helping hand. And that is how that cycle will go and go and go. And at the end of the day, you'll realize that if you didn't have started, then you wouldn't be where you are. So go out there and be that change that Africa needs. Yeah.
All right. Be the change that Africa needs. And if there is a donor who is watching the show, what message do you have for the donor, especially towards supporting your initiative?
Yeah. So where is that camera for donors?
There.
Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah. So Donors actually they have been the greatest support in what we're trying to do. Actually, without them, we wouldn't be where we are. And so we need them more. We need them more, and you don't have to donate in terms of the finances. You can donate in terms of
Hi, Cyril. I think you're. I think his network is having issues, but he's joining us again in a few. Uh-huh. So while he works on his internet, you've heard very well what Cyril's journey. I'm fortunate enough to have met this young change maker, and I'm just amazed at the work that he has done at the informal settlement that he resides in. The impact there is just amazing. Just seeing children who are less privileged getting the opportunity to study. You know, like during COVID-19, what happened is that now the government stated that they are going to be offering online classes. All right, but now the vulnerable children who who can't afford a meal per day, you know, like, and they don't even have tablets, they couldn't access this education. But Cyril saw this gap and decided to fill it, and that is when now started now the online classes. And I'm just amazed by what he has done. And Cyril had also like this the smallest library in Africa. He started it, and it went on very well, and they were even about to even start constructing the space. But what happened is that there are some people who started fighting him and fighting his vision for the community. And as a matter of fact, it came to a halt. But God is big. Oh. What happened next is that he got a space, another space, where not only is he providing education for the vulnerable, but he's also providing internet, all right, for the less vulnerable for the most vulnerable in the community. So as you're speaking right now, that informal settlement where he lives, and where he teaches the children, is now connected to Wi-Fi. So the children there are able now to learn. So it's like he's conducting, he's even joined us. Let him tell us, Cyril, how many sessions are you conducting per day?
So
How many online classes?
basically what happens is we used to have initially when we started we used to have like two sessions, not even two. We used to have five classes, two classes, that is class 8 and form 4. And so because of the space that we are, wow, actually it was really small, so we had to divide uh, um, um, the class 8 into different codes actually. So we had code 1 to code 4, and then that also went to with the same with code with from 4, which we had like code 1 and 2. Basically each code has like 2 hours of learning. So if, for example, if I'm in code 1, my class starts from exactly as early as 7 a.m. So that means by 9 my class will be done. And then after 9, the next cohort comes in. Currently, because class 8s and form 4s have gone to back to school, we are hosting class 5, 6, 7, form 1, form 2, and form 3. So those are six classes actually. So each class has their own time to come and learn, or to come and do attend classes. And so every day we have different subjects. So if, for example, on Monday we had maths, on Tuesday will be Swahili, and so on and so forth. This is just to ensure that children in this community don't regress when it comes to education and education matters. And so when they go back to school, they will be also in the same level as their counterpart in other um, middle class household. So that is what we do. So every day, for example, we have six classes. So that is 12 hours of learning in total. Yeah.
All right. And how many teachers? How many teachers do you have?
Basically, we don't have a teacher. What we have is based on our partnership, we partnered with different teaching online teaching classes. One of them I've mentioned earlier is called Nikuze Africa.
Yeah, yeah,
What they
Nikuze.
do is for them they have the teachers, so and they have the equipment to record the teachers, and for us what we have is we provide internet to the students. We provide gadgets, learning gadgets, and we provide the link, actually the online link. So what they do
Okay.
is, for example, if you're a student, you only come, we give you a tablet. If, for example, you're in Form 2, and you're doing biology, so you just go to that platform and search for biology. Another thing that the amazing thing is, because of Corona, we have as a country we are starting to reimagine education in terms of the online or digital learning education, and we have had we now have diverse online learning platforms. And what we normally do is we always map them out, because we have like manifested publishers, we have Longon, we have Kuze Africa, we have Claret, and so on and so forth. So we map them out and we give them to the students.
All right. Yeah, seems like his internet is having issues. But yeah, so I would say, as I was saying, um, Cyril is doing an amazing job in his community, and I hope that one day, if you get time, you can go and visit. You go and visit the center. You even be able to see the pupils, and you can also see his work. He posts his work daily on Facebook. So you just go and type Cyril Peter Otieno, and you're going to see even photos of the work that he does. So right now, we've come to the end of the show, and I want to say thank you to you for just a minute. I want to say thank you to you for being patient and for watching this show. Though I wanted him to join to join in again and pitch to the donor, because there are several donors who usually watch this show. I think he's going to join in. So I'd like him to pitch because you never know who's watching. All right, you never know who's watching. The last time we hosted youth who's from from uh, from Homa Bay County, and someone reached out to him to see how they can work together, and yeah, so that I usually give pitching opportunities on this show when someone finishes their presentation. So Cyril, yeah, yeah. So kindly pitch to the donor so that they can, with the reasons why they should support you at Yahudi and at the smallest library in Africa. Over to you.
Yeah. So basically, basically
Your
we
camera, your
yeah,
camera.
okay. There.
Yeah, there.
That's the camera for speaking to donors. Okay. Uh, so to our potential donors, but before to our potential donors, we want to thank every supporters, every organization that have come on board and has enabled us do what we do and to try and transform communities from the best we can. And so I'm also reaching out to also any individual or organization that might be part and parcel of what we're trying to do. We believe that the future is bright, especially in the informal segments. Only if we can be given opportunities to advance our lives, and that is in the areas of education, that is in the areas of youth empowerment. Um, then we will be part and parcel of the global change and part and parcel of Africa that we want to see. So you have different areas where you can be part and parcel of support. One is you can send your donation, but you can send your donation, but you have to log in on our website, that is www.yaudi.org. Yaudi, that is yaudi.org. So that is one area you can do that. Basically, also you can support us in our areas of different areas of expertise. You can volunteer with us. We are looking currently we are looking for a volunteer in the areas of resource mobilization. Another volunteer area that we are looking for volunteership. We are looking for a communication volunteer, and this is like a part-time thing, and you can do it at the comfort of your home and so on and so forth. And also we are looking for a field volunteer, also someone who is good in research and also IT. So if you are there out there and you like to be part and parcel of us, and also we also have an opportunity where you can join our team in three different areas. That is one that I've mentioned, the volunteership opportunity. Two, you can be a board member. Yeah, because basically what we need is for you to um, buy into the vision of our organization. And sure, you can email us. One, we have two emails that you can do that. One is um, you and us, dev at gmail.com. You and us, dev at gmail.com. That is YOUAND USDEV at gmail.com. And then my personal email, you can email to me to Cyril Otieno at yahudi.org. Cyril Otieno at yahudi.org. So I'll be waiting for your response, and you can get in touch. Also, my phone number actually is plus 254 717 155070. I hope I'll just repeat plus 254 717 um 5070 Okay, I'm done.
All right, all right. Even what you can also do, Cyril, is you can type your email in the comment section.
I've seen it.
Yes, in the comment section, and your contacts, and they will get in touch with you if they want to collaborate with you and move your work further. So thank you so much, Cyril, for gracing the show. We appreciate you for sharing with us what you are doing. Asante.
Yeah, yeah. Before we go, I can see I've pressed on the comment area, but it's not coming.
Yes?
I'm saying I wanted to fill
Yeah.
in my details that I've just shared, and I've pressed on my
Okay.
comment. Pressed on the comment on my father's right, and it's not responding. Anyway, it's okay. If anyone, you just reach out to me. That's okay. And also, thank you, Violet, for this opportunity that you've given to us of highlighting our story, our experience, and yeah. So I hope it has inspired someone out there, especially a young person who maybe has been having some doubts and so on and so forth. So thank you, Violet, and I really appreciate for the opportunity. Stay
You,
blessed.
you're very much welcome. So you'll
The,
just write
the
it in the
final
comment
thing,
section.
the final
Pardon?
thing, the final thing, the link for this, the link for this interview.
Yes. The
Will
good
be
thing
shared.
about the good thing about this show is that it is being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. on
Okay.
Youth Projects Kenya Facebook page. Yeah, so if you go to Youth Projects Kenya, you're going to find all the interviews that we've hosted on this particular show, even this one included. Even at the end of the show, I'm going to share with you the YouTube link so that at least now you can have something that you can even go and pitch to donors with.
Okay, thank you a lot.
Welcome, welcome. So viewer,
Sasa.
we've come to the end of the show. Thank you for joining us, and if you want us to feature your story, do get in touch, and you're going to be in the upcoming broadcast. So thank you so much, and enjoy your afternoon. All right.